Welcome back to Midday. Ron Shore is an adventurer and treasure hunt expert currently focused on his latest initiative, the world's greatest treasure hunt, the quest for the Golden Eagle, and I'm pleased to welcome him to Midday. Hello, Ron.
Thank you, Jesse.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks for making the trip.
Thank you.
Before we get to the hunt and the
Okay.
books, I mentioned you're an adventurer. You've been
Yes.
involved in some pretty interesting experiences in your time.
I've had a few, to be sure.
Yeah, tell us a bit about some of the things you've done. over the
Well,
last little while.
I auditioned for The Apprentice.
Wow.
I auditioned 11 times and got shortlisted twice.
Wow, that's
And,
very cool.
Been to 3 of the finales, so I've met Donald Trump and Don Jr. a few times. and
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed that. It's been a really great experience.
Absolutely. Kilimanjaro as well?
Yeah, I back a few years ago, I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro and was on one of the last flights of the Concorde as well.
Wow,
So
very cool.
I like to be a little bit adventurous. So.
Yeah, so you're used to thinking outside the box, coming up with grand schemes like the world's greatest treasure hunt.
Exactly.
Yeah, what motivated you to get this project underway?
Well, you know, when I was a little kid, I always dreamed about going on a treasure hunt and finding a real hidden treasure. So, I always dreamed about it, and then I had a master's thesis, and I had to get it done, and I go like, well, what do you do? And they always said, well, do something that you're passionate about. And so I did my master's thesis on how to create the world's best treasure hunt.
Yeah.
And then a few years ago, my sister-in-law passed away from breast cancer. And I kind of always had the treasure hunt idea in the back of my mind, and going like, Donald Trump always says, always combine your passion. If you can do something with passion, it doesn't matter, the money will follow. And so I said, well, if I combine my passion for treasure hunting with my passion for raising funds for breast cancer research, what a great pairing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I mortgaged my house and took out my savings, and I said, you know what, if I can raise $100 million for breast cancer research and do the world's greatest treasure hunt, wouldn't that be a great thing?
Absolutely.
And so that's what I did.
Yeah, how does the treasure hunt work?
Okay. I might want to mention the reason why I'm doing it for breast cancer research is my sister-in-law gave birth and passed away 2 days later from breast cancer. And so the book is dedicated to her, and that's the reason why I'm doing it for breast cancer research.
Phenomenal. Yeah, and there's a specific foundation that's being supported?
Yes, it's the Hunt for the Cause Foundation.
Okay.
And we're a registered charity both in Canada and the United States.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So, on to the hunt.
Hunt.
First step is the books?
The first step is the book. So basically what you do is you can go to greathunt.com and buy the book. That's how people basically get associated with it. We're just new out of the gate, so we haven't set up chapters yet. We're in negotiations with chapters. But right now you can go to the website, greathunt.com, and buy the book there. And basically it's 12 stories based on real treasure hunts. So there's Captain Kidd and the Holy Grail and D.B. Cooper and all these interesting treasure hunts that people are familiar with. And then we had different twists on them. So they're based on the real treasure hunt, but they're not the actual stories.
Okay.
And then hidden within the chapters are interesting clues and puzzles on how to solve them. And then you go on the website, greathunt.com, and everybody gets their own personal journal on the website that you enter your answers in. And you find out if you're correct right away or not. And that's the cool thing about it, because in a lot of treasure hunts, you never know if you're right or not. But with this one, you actually log in, and everybody gets their own personal journal at greathunt.com, and you enter your answers, and you find out it'll say correct. And when you're correct, it gives you a little gold key. And then when you get all 20 correct, a beautiful treasure map opens, and then you just put the keys in the correct order, and that's when you're declared the winner.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I took a quick flip through the book, Ron, and I couldn't help but notice the first chapter is littered with typos and spelling errors. Didn't you get an editor to look at this?
Well, as a matter of fact, we went through 5 editors.
Yeah.
So it had a different editor for every little aspect of it. And it's the #1 question that people ask us, well, what's with all the typos? Well, I'll tell you. And
just me. No
just
one else.
you, no
Not
one
a
else.
little secret.
That the typos are purposely there. If you take out the spelling mistakes in each one of the typos, it actually spells out a clue. And then you have to use that to go onto the website at greathunt.com and type it in, and that solves one of the clues. And that's why the spelling mistakes are there.
I see. And how does this book compare to this companion piece here, Cracking the Code?
Okay, well, this is the great part, because a lot of people may not know puzzles or clues or Sudoku puzzles or anything like that. And you know, it's my passion, and I don't expect other people to have the same passion. So I wanted to even the playing field. Okay. I wanted to make sure that if nobody had ever done a cipher or a code or a puzzle before, that they didn't feel like they were at a disadvantage.
Right.
So I wrote the second book, the companion book called Cracking the Code, to make sure that everybody's got a fair chance.
Okay.
So that everybody can crack the different ciphers and puzzles and stuff like that. So it makes it fair for everybody.
Okay, gotcha. So you brought this handy dandy little treasure chest here today.
As a matter
Anything inside it?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is. The interesting thing about being on the show today, this is kind of the big national reveal. This is the first time that the eagle will be seen on TV in Canada.
Really?
So you guys get the distinct pleasure of having this.
It's a midday exclusive.
It is.
I love it.
And so inside here, we actually have the real solid gold eagle.
Oh my gosh.
So,
wow.
It's really heavy.
Oh my gosh. It is really heavy. Here.
It is.
Oh wow.
Solid gold. Everything in here is solid gold. I'll just put this down here. It's 18 pounds of solid gold.
Okay.
In the head, there's 54 carats in diamonds with two 1.1 carat pear-shaped diamond eyes.
Wow.
Down here at the bottom is the Atocha Star Emerald. The Atocha Star is the largest cut emerald from the Atocha shipwreck of 1622.
Wow.
And so it sat at the bottom of the ocean for over 400 years, and then it was discovered by Mel Fisher in 1985. And this emerald has a very unique story to it, as it was actually given by Mel to his wife as a special gift for finding the Atocha shipwreck.
Oh.
And the Atocha was the largest sunken treasure ever found in history. And I went down and I worked with Mel Fisher's Treasures to see if we could get an emerald for it. And this is the emerald they found for us.
Wow.
And the reason why they gave it to us is Deo had a cut in 1992. And both Deo and Mel Fisher passed away from cancer. And when I told them that we were raising funds for breast cancer research, they said, "You know what? We want you to use this emerald to help your fundraising efforts for breast cancer research." And that's how we got the emerald.
Oh
so,
wow! What a great story.
Yeah.
What's the value of that? May I ask?
Oh, certainly. Well, the appraised value of the eagle is $1.5 million.
Oh my God!
So it's all solid gold right from the top to the bottom, and we're hoping, because we're trying to raise funds for breast cancer research, we're hoping to sell it for a lot more than that.
Okay.
But in the rules in the book, we say either you get the $1.5 million appraised value of the eagle or $1 million cash.
Okay.
So if we can sell it for more than $1 million, 100% of everything above $1 million that it sells for goes directly to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
Okay.
And then the winner of the treasure hunt prize gets $1 million cash.
Wow, that is very cool. Outstanding. Tell us the website again if people want more information.
You can go to greathunt.com and buy it right there online.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for being here today, Ron. It's just an outstanding initiative, amazing fundraising goal, and I wish you all the best in achieving it.
Thank you very much, Tracy.
Thanks so much for being here. And we'll have more Midday right after this.